Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Trials of Tzeentch, where we randomly hope against all hope that we can get a halfway decent army composition with the random gen button. We are gonna go for the... what do we want to play? That is the question here, right? What do we want to actually play? I would get some Bretonnia lovin', maybe?
Oh, bold move, Cotton.
That is a bold strategy. They're actually one of the worst factions in the game right now.
Dude, they really are. And like, if I can win most games against Bretonnia, you know that they're a pretty bad faction.
Okay, this is literally the exact same autogen army I had when I autogen with them last night. Literally the exact same one. And I think that might be another video, so I'm actually not going to do that one. This is going to be the first time I'm actually going to bail on it, but literally I already got this exact same army, and it's not fun to do the same thing over and again, so I'm not going to do that.
I think that calls for a definite regen.
I think that's true, yeah. So I'm going to go for...
Or I think you should switch to Bordeleaux and then do it.
Do you think it'd be different?
I think Bordeleaux doesn't get access to Lyon.
Oh my god, yes, this is actually hilarious. Yeah, we're doing this.
The Trident of Doom.
We have the flying goon squad of doom and death and destruction, but it's actually awful probably against Wood Elves and, well, it depends if they go heavy. It depends who goes heavy on flyers or not, but, huh.
I'm okay with my autogen army. I'm pretty stoked on it, to be totally honest.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna roll with this. And do we have him on a... no, we have him on a... dude, this is Pegasus on fleek right now. Just Pegasus Royal Air Force running you down, flying through the air, looking beautiful and gorgeous, and then stomping your corpse into oblivion, you know?
Go ahead and stroke my horn. Oh wait, no, it's unicorns.
I mean, they're basically unicorns. That fly.
Right.
Without the horn.
Majestic as fuck.
They are very majestic. There's no denying that whatsoever.
One cannot deny such things.
So, what was your favorite game growing up? What were the games that you played the most when you were a child?
Okay, so I started playing. I got my first computer when I was in 3rd grade. It was Compact Presario. But before that, we had like a family computer that we all played with. So are we talking from first?
It doesn't have to be like first. I mean, you can talk about whatever the hell you want, but like where did you get into gaming, and what was like your big, like, most memorable experiences playing when you were a kid or when you were growing up?
So aside from playing, I played a lot of Diablo and Warcraft and StarCraft. I played a lot of Blizzard games growing up, up to a certain point. But I'd say the most memorable game for me, my favorite game of all time, is Ultima Online, which was an MMO. But dude, that game was so fun. It wasn't like WoW where you're using WASD. It was all right click to move around. It was based off the Ultima series, which was all super, super in-depth RPG. And I really dug the series itself leading up to it. And I just remember playing it at my friend's house and being like, this game is amazing. I can steal from people at banks. I was so jazzed on it. But I played that game since I was in 4th grade all the way up until a sophomore in college. I played the hell out of it.
Never heard of the game before.
Really? Okay, so,
never heard of the series either.
Dude, oh, okay. So it was one of the very first RPGs. You used to move on a grid, kind of like the old Final Fantasies. But Ultima Online is one of the very first big RPGs. There's Ultima Online. Well, the precursor to that was Meridian 59, then Ultima Online, then EverQuest. Ultima Online and EverQuest started to set the pace for MMORPGs becoming a real big deal in people's lives. Saying oh, okay, yeah, I could sink 75 hours of this, have no problem with it. Dude, I played EverQuest too. EverQuest was a great game.
I wasn't really into the RPGs growing up. I started out, well, it was really funny actually. I started out with a Nintendo 8, literally Super Mario, that kind of thing. That was my first console ever. But there was this really fun... We were on vacation out west, and he said, yeah, we're going to the store. And I'd been really excited because I thought he was going to get a PlayStation for me, because we had been talking about it. And
PS1 or 2?
2. And I said, hey, I said, where are you going, Dad? You going to the store or whatever? He said, yeah, I'm going to pick up a PS. And I was really sad. I was downtrodden. I was oh, I thought he was going to go get a PlayStation 2. He's like, I'm going to go get a PS2, but I didn't know that PS2 was short for PlayStation 2, because I was 8 and retarded. So I didn't understand what he meant, so I was really sad, and we went out to the store together, and then he got it. and I was like super hype, and I was like the only person in my neighborhood that had a PlayStation 2 that early. And the first game was on compact disc, the purple disc backgrounds, or instead of like CD-ROM, which is clear background, or the back of the CD, a compact disc was purple, and they were awful for PlayStation because like half the compact disc just stopped working like a year into PlayStation's existence. Like they were quickly phased out because they were just trash. But first game was SSX.
Oh, dude, yes, that game was so fucking good.
The original snowboarding, well, it's not the original snowboarding game, but it was a snowboarding game that was absolutely dope as hell. I rocked out with Kaori, I rocked out with Mac, and I believe Hero was the one that had like a ski snowboard hybrid, and just had an absolute blast on Elysium Alps and those. I can't really remember the maps from that game, and the characters too. But yeah, that SSX was dope. Played a bunch of that. First multiplayer game I ever played was Battlefield 2.
God, man, that
I
game was
played
so
the
good.
crap out of that. Like, rocked with the RPK and the AK, and I played the Spec Ops.
I was gonna say I always played Spec Ops. Man.
It was Ghost to Karkand, I believe, was the my favorite map. It was no. I'm mixing my metaphors. It's Strike at Karkand and Ghost Town. Ghost Town was the one that I played like so much. I was like, there was a 24/7 map that I played. And I just played
Karkand was the one I had a 24/7 map I'd always play on.
Yeah, that was a ton of fun. And then shifting into like the newer consoles, I got a 360, and Gears of War is probably my favorite game of all time. Like just straight up, like the campaign was really good. It wasn't incredible, like especially by nowadays standards, but back then in 2007 or whenever it came out, it was pretty amazing. I remember seeing Berserkers for the first time. Did you play Gears of War at all?
Oh yeah, man. Like, because I had a PS2, and then when I got an Xbox, I was like, I gotta get this game's amazing. Like, like it was so cool. Like it was so gritty. Like, and just like buzzsawing people in half was so fun. Dude, this is a disgusting Wood Elf army. Holy crap. Dude, I'm right there with you. Like, as soon as I got consoles, like I was so embroiled in my console game. Like, because I had a Super Nintendo growing up too. I played all those RPGs because I really enjoyed
How is he still in range? What the hell? Sorry.
What Can Men
Continue.
Do? Oh, I was just saying I played like all the Final Fantasies and everything growing up. Like I was really big into that action. Come on, let's get into that.
So I played a ton of Gears of War, like probably more than like any game I've ever played. I was like super into the Gears culture, like sniper battles and like meet people on high side on canals, middle bridge, headshots only, no RDC, no like if you accidentally melee someone down or something, you just get disqualified. It's like all headshots, like sniper battles and everything. It was a ton of fun. And like there's this whole like really cancerous like 15-year-old sniper culture on that. It's basically the same thing like COD had with like the Zergrays, like no scope 720 ACOG M40 A3s. It was basically just that, but for Gears of War. A lot more skill based, I'll be honest. Sniping in Gears of War is actually really hard, which is why it was so much fun. Because you have to headshot people. You can't just like hit someone in the dick and they just auto die.
My dick exploded again.
I mean, that's basically what it was in COD. Like, you just get a M40 A3 and you run around like a ridiculous person with your chicken with your head cut off and just like doing 360s off of buildings and stuff. Dude, what am I supposed to do against this army? I can't.
And that's something I've always had kind of a big problem with. Like, oh crap, I forgot what I'm playing.
Yeah, I have to focus on actually beating this army. I don't know how I'm supposed to... Alright, I guess I just have to go for it. I'm gonna need to just use my... Does he have gunners? Oh, he doesn't really. Alright, we might just be fine then. Oh my god, my paladin is being murdered! Alright, cav up the center, boys. Does he have demis? Oh, he does. Jesus, this is gonna be a nightmare. Royal Pegasus Air Force, boys, we're coming for you! Actually, we're just gonna go straight for the gen. We're gonna murder Boris. Boris, you will be murdered!
Come on, lads! For the king! Ready! Yes,
Run!
Lord. I see glory!
Oh man, there's like I'm holding the line but not holding the line. Rod and I are duking it out hard over here.
Yeah, it makes sense that demis are outrunning my cavalry. It seems legit.
Lord of Bretonia! The lady Wilfrid! Attack! Ready! Attack!
Run!
Damn, I just had that.
My bow!
Oh my god, my cav, run!
Remember your vow!
Dude, it's really hard to like have a conversation about something that's completely unrelated to the game you're playing at the moment.
And then play the game, yeah.
It's so hard. Like if I was just like commentating what was happening on screen right now, it'd be completely fine. But,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. Dude, I'm in the same boat. I'm like, what? What are we talking about?
What's happening, bro? Yeah, it's fine.
My strength is yours!
Oh man,
We're gonna murder Boris. Foot squires push up, kill the halberds. Oh, we're doing it, fams. We're doing it. I mean, not really. He's murdering my cav. You should probably just run, boys. You should shoot the demis. The demis with halberds are by far the
Man, my
best.
white king just got super focused.
Are you winning or
Hey, man.
losing?
Having some trouble. If that answers your question.
Yes, it does.
No, my white king, no.
Boris, you will not escape.
Oh man, I needed him.
Peasant bowman!
Yes, good.
Good.
Good, Anakin, good.
Yeah, I should definitely not do Palpatine impressions.
Sons of Bretonia!
That's just not my thing.
Hey man,
Pegasus Knights!
you can be whoever you want to be.
I can be a Palpatine if I really want.
If you really think you can do it,
I
you
can be a
do it.
galactic emperor.
I am the Senate.
Swiftly!
Run.
Fight them! Pegasus
Get up in that way, watch your ass.
Slay them!
That's hot.
Waiting orders!
Oh.
Down! Peasant bowman! Battle ready!
Hold on, Paladin. It's okay. You can do it. Just kidding. No, you definitely can't. You're definitely dead.
Honor before glory! Knights of the realm!
Run over the cannon. God, those. How do I reach these kids? How do I kill these demis?
What can men do against such reckless?
Dude, I'm not gonna even beat this Empire player. Like I just, he has 2 demis with halberds and like I'm all like squishy as hell cav.
Dude, he is like reaped a tally upon me
Dude, I don't even know. Like what can men do?
against such a...
I straight up can't kill these demis. There's just
I'm gonna,
no way. It's
I'm gonna take a
impossible.
leadership out, but struggling here.
Struggle is definitely real.
Oh, come on, take that Glade Lord down.
For the lady!
Alright, well I chased out Boris at least.
Attack!
Oh, come on. Yeah, good.
Everything's dying. It hurts.
Fire!
Are you gonna win or are you gonna lose?
I'm probably gonna start pulling ahead here. I just knocked out some action. That Glade Lord is so fast.
Yes! Yes, it's routing! They're all routing!
Put my branch wraith down.
Oh, Jesus. Seriously, what am I supposed to do against these demis? They're running roughshod on my lines.
Rough shot.
Think that's funny?
What?
If you were
Who are
being
you?
run roughshod on, would you
Dude,
think it's funny then?
I'm being rough and tumbled over here. Take a look at me. I mean, get just beat down.
I'll have that opportunity soon enough. Because I'm losing.
Like, yeah, his armor is like all out of ammo now, so it's like,
Oh, point
yes,
blank
come to the
volleys!
combat.
Dude, Alberic, you know you want to be a beast. You know you want to route these demis. You know it's your destiny!
It's your
Seize it! Run! Oh, you're totally dead now. Oh my god, you better fly. You better fly, you fool. Fly before you're surrounded.
Yes.
Oh, you're
Route
so dead.
away, you Wood Elf shites.
You are so dead. God, Alberic, you have never been more dead in your life. Jesus.
Just put it down.
Run! Oh, you got out. The dream!
Okay, so I'm coming over there. I'm coming for that ass.
Oh, good.
Who can I go over there? Boy.
Dude, we're literally tied right now. That I'm 9202 to 910 1999999. 999.
999.
I have nothing left.
I got 3 units of Graveguard.
Alright, it is time, Blessed Field Trebuchet, to do things that you've never done in your entire life, which is actually hit a target and murder them all.
And a casual nude to a goal eating.
Oh, it's actually, oh yes, the Pointos. They're flowing my way.
Mentos, freshness, Mentos filling
Definitely said
life.
Pointos.
Oh, I said Mentos.
Well, you're wrong.
You know what? Takes 2 to tango. Takes 3 to also. Yeah, stick with it.
Dude, I tried my best. My build was poopy against enemies. Sad, feels bad, feels mad. What are you doing? Come over here.
Dude, I'm just chasing this damn branch wraith down. I don't want to come back at
I'm
me.
gonna lose! Oh.
Dude, look at your pony lord though, man.
He's the best around. No one's ever going to bring him down. I'm gonna watch my Rail Reliquary just slaughter the enemy. Destroying them all.
Let's push that guy all
Oh, there's
the way out.
demis left? What is this game?
As long as we draw breath, they will die.
You must escape. No!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have landed if I... Dude, you're just standing there like an idiot.
Me?
No, yes, you.
I mean, like, it's usually a valid statement when it comes to me, so. Oh yeah.
Why are great swords blocking a Pegasus from taking off? What is the... Oh, okay, we lost, boys. Report my team. Warhammer sucks. I hate ItalianSpartacus.
Hey, you don't mean that. I know you don't.
I blame you.
Just team up here.
Dude, I blame you.
Dude, you can't blame me.
I am. It's your fault.
you're a little mad right now. I understand. I get it. Hey, I've been there. We've all been there. Okay, let's just
Alright, well, at least
pop
I can
here.
ramble
Yes.
about good games now.
All the GGs. That was 1 unit of Graveguard just kind of getting plucked apart, crumbling to dust. Okay, so who will I go for?
Did you ever own a console, 360 or Xbox
Yeah,
720 or Xbox 1080 or Xbox 1440?
Dude, I had the game 1080, man. That game was so good, Snowboarding 1080.
Is that a real
If
thing?
you didn't play SSX, you played Snowboarding 1080. Yeah.
Dude, SSX is the coolest.
SSX was way better. Like, way more like...
Those venues are just so over the top and amazing.
That's great. Dude, Uchida Madeira is kind of like... is on top right now.
Dude,
the
I
Wood
lost
Elves
to
is
a
just-
weeb!
Dude. I'm sorry.
A
Sorry for your
weeb!
Oh my god, look at all those demographics. I can't do anything
Dude,
against
why
those
are you
demographics.
so far away? Like,
I
you
chased
are
his
literally
army.
like 700 miles away from the rest of the battle.
I chased his army through thick and thin. Look at that. Look at these plague lands I've had to deal with, man. Dude, it's just slow, like lumbering movement of these Graveguard too. But dude, yeah, I got an Xbox. I had a PS2. So if I trace the whole lineage, it was like I had a Super Nintendo, then an N64, then I had a PS2, then an Xbox, then a 360. Now I've got a PS4 Pro thing. So dude, I've been playing
Is the
consoles
Pro
forever.
the one with the more memory?
Yeah, and it can output 4K and everything.
It's been a while since I played console. I used to
Dude,
be
like-
a 360 man.
I miss my 360 to be honest. I love like the Xbox like UI and everything.
It made me sad because I really didn't like Halo 4 much at all, honestly.
Oh really?
I didn't think that after Halo 3 they did any service to the Halo series that I grew up knowing and loving. Like, I didn't hate it. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, nostalgia. Oh, the old games were so much better. But in this case, I think Halo is actually a lot better. I think I think most people can agree that Halo 2 was the pinnacle of
Just gonna say that.
multiplayer Halo, and maybe campaign
Yes.
as well.
Dude, I used to play so much Halo because I played Halo 2 while I was playing World of Warcraft. So when World of Warcraft servers would go down, I would just sit there and play like Halo 2 with my friends. You know, my stuffed animals.
Yeah, Halo 2 was amazing. And then, you know what's funny though? Like, okay, so you know how that most video game, movies to video games are just awful? Like,
Yeah.
The vast majority of stuff that's based on actual movies are just really bad.
Right.
Did you ever play Episode 3? Continuing our Star Wars conversation. Did you ever play Episode 3 game?
No.
So it's just Star Wars Episode 3, and you're, like, the campaign is Obi-Wan and Anakin going through, like, the movie scenes, basically. So the campaign's cool. Coolest thing about it, though, they had a duel system, which I think is honestly one of the best Star Wars duels game modes ever. It's basically, I mean, it's Mortal Kombat in a way. It's like arena 1v1 duel, but just with Star Wars characters. So you had, Yoda wasn't actually in it, which kind of sucked. But Obi-Wan, Anakin, you could change their outfit and color scheme, so you could be like Dark Anakin, like when he was marching on the Jedi Temple.
Just killing younglings.
Dude, you got stuff like Sarah Keto, I think was her name. She's the apprentice of Sindralig. Sindralig is a badass. If you know who that is, you're probably an OG Star Wars fan. And if you don't, then you probably played the game. Yeah, I mean, like, Sindralig was dope. He had, like, his own duel style, and he's, like, one of the famous Jedi Masters that you don't really ever get to see in the movies. And then you had Grievous, you had Palpatine, old Obi-Wan, like, pretty much all the famous characters, Darth Vader. And they all had their own moveset, they all had their own force moves. One of the coolest things you could do in the game, even though it's rated team, as Isabella makes a badass last stand here.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, man, I just gotta jump on into this.
You could literally, if you double tap circle with Anakin, you could chop a clone trooper's one arm off, chop off his other arm, and then like stab him through his stomach, and like lift him up, and just basically like brutal stuff. There's no blood or anything, but like, because I mean, let's be honest, clones they're not real people.
They're not really there.
Yeah, there were some really cool moves that you could bust out. There was like a bunch of judo moves that they could do. Like Anakin would like.
Did you ever play Jedi Academy?
Oh, I played Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
that game is for PC. Amazing.
Yeah, right. Like the best dueling game ever. Like I used to play that game so.
I think the duel system was actually. I honestly think the duel system in Episode 3 was better in terms of like an actual, because there's no lock-on in Jedi Academy. In Jedi Academy, like you can't actually lock onto an enemy, so it gets kind of janky where you're like strafing back and forth and wildly swinging, and because the hitbox. Why are you running away?
I'm attacking the Wood Elves.
Yeah, because it's kind of janky, right? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it's awesome. Jedi Academy lightsaber fights were super cool.
Right.
And in fact, my favorite mission from that game was, oh my god, that was brutal. Oh! Jesus! My favorite mission was when you go into that, like, underground coven temple thing, and you're just jumping from platform to platform and being, like, overrun by these, evil, I can't remember what the name of the enemy Jedis were in that game. But
Sith?
yeah, they were Sith, but they were cultists of some sort, and they were, I can't remember what their cult was. Anyway, so yeah, that was dope. But I feel like, because there's no lock-on system, you're swinging, and the frames for the hitbox last for a while, so even after your swing is already done, and like you're strafing left to right, like if you catch them at the tail end of it, like you could like slice someone in half, even though the animation wasn't playing properly and that kind of stuff. And when you have an actual lock-on system where you have to actually hit the other guy to do it, it just looks better and feels better in terms of a lightsaber duel thing, I think.
Touche. I mean, because there was definitely some points where like you could like swing the your lightsaber wildly and get some crazy kills off. So I'll give you that for sure.
Did you play multiplayer or was it just campaign?
Both. Played both. Because the multiplayer was pretty damn fun.
Multiplayer was pretty hard to set up though. If what I remember is like the servers were weird and janky.
Yeah,
because that was like mostly before like online gaming became like a real thing. I want to say the game came out in like 2004, 5, maybe.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's pretty old.
Oh, that's what I wanted. I wanted to push above the high elf player, or Wood Elf player.
We lost.
Dude. The Trials of Tzeentch were a fickle beast. Free-for-all Trials of Tzeentch is very tricky.
It's pretty tough.
But also very fun.
I mean, I had 6 cab units. 3 of them were Pegasus Knights, which are about the worst thing you could possibly have against Demigryph Knights. They're just so squishy. Like, if you land, they die. I was able to kill Boris, but after that, I just couldn't deal with demis.
Dude, these halberdiers just coming in all hot and heavy. And Isabella's just trying her best here, like to no avail.
Yeah, she's not gonna kill anybody. Are you completely out of your one's magic?
Yeah, alright, one magic. I used to really dig Isabella. I almost exclusively only took with her.
I can't play her. She's so obnoxious.
Yeah.
Her command when you click right click attack orders or whatever. Swiftly! Quickly! Swiftly! Quickly!
Also, there's something weird with her pathing. Her pathing's really funky.
What's that mean?
So like for her moving from one point to one point, it's not just like a straight line. Sometimes she'll just like take weird figure eights. You're like, what are you doing? I don't understand this.
I've never heard of that being like a character specific thing.
I've noticed it with her. Like whenever I play with her, like she takes very weird routes.
She just won't run in a straight line.
It's not even like that. It's like you'll have her attack something and she just kind of gets wonky getting there. Like just a little drunk, stops over here and says hi to this grave guard, shakes Helmengor's hand, like just weird stuff.
Isabella, can you just die, please?
Seriously. That's another thing I hate about not dragons. These aren't dragons at all. These are vampires. They take forever to kill. Like if this was just flawed, this game would last for like 20 more minutes.
She is looking pretty badass right now, though.
I know, right? Caked in gore. Just slapping around Demigod
You know that's
Knights,
how
but
her
not
and
killing
Vlad
them.
like to do it, though.
Oh, yeah, I just covered her in blood right before the start.
Oh, yeah.
Before we begin sex ceremony.
I don't... Before we begin the sex.
The sexing.
I don't know if Vlad actually does it. I don't think they ever write about him. Well, I'm sure in his lifetime. I don't know if, like, modern times, end times, Vlad is trying to get his dick wet at all. I don't know if that's the thing.
Well, they don't talk about vampires being like overly sexualized in
Neferata
Warhammer like they do.
is.
Well, yeah, but I mean like they don't talk about like them owning nightclubs and only having black leather and only talking to like tricksy little girls. It's like it's not as overly sexualized as it is for a lot of other vampire lores. I'll say.
Yeah, maybe, but I feel like Neferata. I mean, and the thing with Neferata is that it's very power based. Like it's not about sex in and of itself. It's about the control over men and being able to like manipulate them to do exactly what the Lamian Coven wants them to do.
Right.
So
and sex is a tool of that.
Yeah. So for Neferata, like that's straight up like just her. It's a huge component of her power over people. It's like, I mean, not her necessarily herself, but definitely like her. That's why she hires all the hot biddies and turns them into vampires. Like you have to be like really attractive to be like recruited into that whole vampire coven. But when you do, then you get to like influence empire politics and
yeah, exactly. Because they use those little hot biddies to infiltrate. Yeah, exactly. Basically, a harem of Lamian vampires.
Pretty hot, dude. It's pretty hot.
It'd be hotter if they had a third tit, but that's just me.
What?
Huh?
What?
Oh my god. Huh? No. Let's look at the post-battle report.
I mean, you know what, honestly, I'm not saying what because it's gross or weird. I'm saying it because I didn't know you were a Slaneshi follower, and that's like what we're all about, you know? It's like, it's very, very important to be
Didn't you grow up watching that? That one movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger went to Mars, and there's that girl with like 3 tits that hits on him. He's like, I don't like it. Like,
I've never seen that movie.
Oh man,
it sounds perfect, right up my alley.
People will cue in with the name for me, but he goes to Mars because we've colonized Mars 100%. Like it's like a sci-fi movie, but people will cue in. They'll tell us the name. I can't think of it.
Well, I think we're gonna call it here, boys. And girls, the 3 girls that watch my channel. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah,
anything
guys,
else you want to say, dude? Hello?
Huh? All?
Is there anything else you want to say?
No, God, I've said all I've said. I can say I've said too much at this point. I've already admitted to liking 3 tits.
Hello?
All right. Dad?
See you guys. Bye.